everyone, welcome back to my channel and my marathon journey. Today I'm showing up differently than normal because I felt like giving you something new, something different, something fresh. The past few weeks I've been giving you updates of how things are going during my training as I promised I would. But today I'm showing up differently because I also want this journey to be an educational journey. And therefore, I'm going to share two things that I've learned throughout my running journey, not necessarily during this period, but things that I was not aware of, which I wish I knew about to prevent the painful experience I had. But before I do that, as I normally do, I want to give you just quick update of the past week because today it is day 5 of week 6. I'm in week 6 now, halfway through the journey. So that means getting close to the day. And the other reason really I'm doing things differently is because I feel like the updates that I've been giving, they reputational and that can get boring, I thought let's just, spice things up a bit and do something different. As you may have caught up with the program, Monday and Tuesday are running days. I did the run. Wednesday was rest day. Thursday was run day again. And today was strength training. And I did Pilates as I normally do. This week was pretty much the same as last week in terms of the mileage. The only difference really this week is the long run. This week I'm running 26 kilometers. Tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm running 26 kilometers. I'd say wish me luck if you were going to get this before I do the run, but I'm wishing myself luck at this point because I can't ask you to wish me luck. But yeah, I'm wishing myself luck for tomorrow. I'm hoping to run with the Virgin Active group because that helps a lot. Running majority of the distance with people, it helps. Although last year when I ran, I never made use of that advantage. And I didn't really think it was so much helpful and motivating. But now that I know about it, I'm hoping that tomorrow I will run with them. And the only reason I wouldn't run with them because tomorrow the Springboks are playing, and they're playing quite early in the morning at 9 a.m. So maybe they might, cancel. I don't know. We'll see about that. Anyways, I said I was going to share two things that I wish I knew about running. One of them is the runner's toenail. I've had so much pain from the runner's toenail. I didn't even know it was called the runner's toenail. I found out when I was doing research on what I can do to prevent it because I wasn't going to stop running just because of the runner's toenail. For somebody who doesn't know what a runner's toenail is, it is when your toenail has fluid under the toenail. As a result, that fluid causes the nail and the nail bed and your toe to separate. And that is painful. I experienced that on my big toenail. And it takes a long time to heal. It's not a nice experience at all. It's something that you would rather prevent if you know how to prevent it. In my case, I didn't know about it, so I had to experience it firsthand and do something about it because I wasn't going to stop running. And I did research about it only to find that I was experiencing the pain because of lack of information. So to prevent the runner's toenail from happening, your training shoe must fit you properly. When I say properly, I don't mean your normal shoe size because mine was the normal shoe size and I didn't know it had to be bigger. Your correct training shoe size needs to be bigger than your normal shoe size. It needs to be in such a way that if you, when you're wearing your training shoe, unfortunately I don't have my training shoe at this point, but I will just use, these Crocs are not going to go to wear. But anyways, I'll try. This, yeah, they will. Let's pretend my hand was my foot. So when I slide my foot in on my shoe, here by the big toenail, you need to size between the space between your big toenail and the roof of your shoe. There must be space. Your thumbnail must be able to sit comfortable in that space. Then you know you've got a proper, correctly fitting shoe size. On top of that, you need to make sure when you tie your shoelaces, you tie them properly, comfortable, in such a way that your foot doesn't slide in and out when you're moving or when you're running. It must be tucked in nicely and must be secured correctly and not move. But not too tight. You must still be comfortable, but make sure it doesn't, keep sliding in and out on your shoe. That way you know it fits properly. Additionally, your socks. And the types of socks that you wear for running needs to be running socks, not your normal socks. You need to make sure that it is not cotton socks, because sometimes that's the mistake that we make. But for short runs, it's not a train smash. But for long runs, make sure you get proper equipment to make sure you are also comfortable, your feet are comfortable, body-wise you're also comfortable. Next is chafing. That also came as a surprise to me because I didn't know one can chafe in weird places. Underneath your bra line and also under your under armpits. That's where I chafed. Sometimes it's not skin to skin contact that makes chafing. Even when your skin rubs against your clothes uncomfortable, that also causes chafing. For me, that was the reason I experienced chafing on my right arm. How you can prevent that is making sure the clothing that you wear for running is comfortable for running. The material of your clothes needs to be the material that absorbs moisture and evaporates it quickly. And those materials are nylon and poly. I forgot it's poly what, but I will put it in on this video and also in the description box. Anyway, those are the two types of fabrics that I'm certain of that are comfortable for running. They absorb moisture and evaporates it quickly. That way your clothes will quickly dry out. You won't feel that discomfort from wet clothes. That helped me a lot. Even your underwear needs to be that type of material because you want something that's comfortable on the skin. That's going to help avoid the skin-to-skin friction. Those are the two things I wanted to share about that I wish I knew about running beforehand. It would have prevented me from so much pain, especially the runner's toenails. Sure, that really was painful, Shem. It really was painful. Ever since I did the research and knew about the shoe size thing and the socks, I never had that. Although now my running shoe is so big, I'm like, it's too big. I can't just wear it. I only wear it when I'm running because if you look at it, it's like a men's shoe, not a lady's shoe. But I mean, it was a matter of me deciding whether I want comfort during running or I want good looks when running, and I definitely wanted to be comfortable, not the looks. So now unfortunately I can't just wear my running shoe with my sports clothes, unfortunately, because it doesn't really look, they just look too big for me. If you look at the shoe and look at me, you're like, these two don't add up because I'm short and the shoes are long. That's what I wanted to share with you this week in this week's update. I will obviously end at the end of this video the weekly recap like I normally do for you to see how I performed during the week. Also, let me know in your comments, what have you learned about running? What are the things that can be educational for everyone about running or any other sport that you are interested in? Sharing is caring. I'm looking forward to increasing my knowledge base from what you will be sharing in the comments about running. For now, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.